Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me tonight here on SPTV. I am Rachel, as in Rachel G. Palmistry, also known as Rachel Galbreath. Thank you for stopping by, and please note that this is streaming on Facebook as well as YouTube. But if you would like to watch it on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and to click that bell so that you will get notifications anytime something goes live here on SPTV. And also, if you want to participate in the chat and have a potential reading, you will have to have an account on YouTube, which is really easy and free to do, no biggie. But as I said, it's also on Facebook. So please share, spread this, get the word out, do whatever. And remember, we also have a website that Richard, the producer, worked on, just completed. And it is spiritualpsychicstv.com. I had a little brain bubble there for a second. And it's a wonderful website. And a lot of the presenters here on SPTV are offering classes, and there are different categories to become a patron. And with different levels of patronage come different perks. And it helps keep the platform free for people like yourselves to get readings, if so called upon by spirit or nudged by a guide here or there or whatever, however it rolls with whoever is presenting. So tonight, you probably guessed it, right? I'm a palm reader. So what... Oh, if you could hear what Richard just said. See, usually I don't wear these, and it drives him crazy because he can hear himself. And I'll tell you something. I actually put some washi tape, it's called, for journaling, wrapped it around the earbuds reverse so that they would stick inside my ears and won't fall out. Yes, that's how desperate I was, because I know that he could hear him. I knew he could hear himself, but I'm doing him a favor. I'm doing him a solid. Anyway, so I read palms. Now, if I'm reading your hand for the first time ever, and this is with anybody, I ask that I get to read your present life, which means your dominant hand, the hand that you write with. So for me, I'm right-handed. So this is my current life. Now, if you want me to, well, possibly, we'll see how much time we have. We may or may not be able to get to the picture of your hand, but take your cell phone, take a photo of your palm, palm side, from the wrist all the way out to the very tips of the fingers, and get it as clear as possible, because the most important part are the lines, because that's where you see your life. That's where you see everything that's going on, all the interactions, all the frenzied stuff, right? And so what does that mean? That the non-dominant hand, like what does that mean for my left hand if this is my dominant, my right hand is my dominant? That means that my left hand is a map to everything my energy has been through in past lives. Yeah. Now, do lines change? Yes. Do they all change? No. About 75% of the lines on a hand will change every 6 to 8 weeks. And it's not drastic. It's not like an on and off switch. It's very subtle. They'll start to bend, they'll fade, they'll go away, you'll get new ones. It's really, really interesting, and that's why I've been doing it for over 30 years. And I also kind of mishmashed my own way of doing it together. I'm an amalgamation of methods, we'll say, because I have been doing it so very long. So please send in those photos of your palms to Richard, who's probably going crazy downloading pictures. He was already looking at some before we became live on the air. And toward the end of the show, I'm going to just do quick reads with cards. So a person will come up on my screen in front of me. I'll pull a card. It will be a tarot card. And I will do just like a 1-minute reading for you toward the end of the show tonight. Okay? So let's have some fun. Really, let's have some fun. But fair warning, if I am reading your palm, my approach to reading palms is more of a, I don't want to say serious or heavy nature, but it is about your soul and your energy needs and perhaps what you may perceive as to be a personal flaw. I will show you why that supposed personal flaw exists on your hand and how to kind of be the best version of you that you could be in the most comfortable way possible. So yeah, it's a really strange analytical version of palmistry that's kind of like self-help. It's not that next Thursday at 2 o'clock you're going to get an electric bill in the mail and a red truck is going to pass by and honk 3 times and somebody's going to knock on your door with a special delivery. It's not like that. So let's just get that out of the way. So be brave. If you want your palm read, be brave, okay? I've been doing this for a long time, so don't be shy. Do not be shy. And the tarot, they're just fun. And let me show you the tarot card deck I picked for tonight. I've been using it over the course of the past couple months. It's something called the Light Seers deck, just to give some props and credit to the creator of this deck. Okay, it's made by somebody called Chris Ann. So, without further ado, Richard, do we have anybody? All right, so let's do some hellos, right? Hi, Christine. Oh, I see your name so many times, and I thank you. I thank you for stopping in every time that I'm on here. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Christine. Hi, Howell. Good to see you. You know, this is no exaggeration, Howell. I was actually thinking about you yesterday, so good that you're here. Lauren, nice to see you again. Nice to see you. Hi, Catherine. Thank you for joining tonight. Pamela, so good to see you. I saw what you said in the SPTV lounge. I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Stacy, good to see you. Hi, Benny. Good to see you too. Thank you for coming by. Hi, Kelly. Aw. Hi, Spirit of Love. That's Amanda, right? All right. See, I remembered. I have this weird brain. I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, and I don't want to put Hesval. Okay. Hesval. Hi. Hi, Chantel. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping. Hello, Sue from Australia. Ooh. Wow. Hi, Daniela. Hi. Hi, Daniela. Hi, Mia. Thanks for coming. Maxine. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you. Yes, now I do. That was a little sidebar with Richard, if you're wondering. Hi, Monique. Hi, Monique. Good to see you. Hi, Kim from YouTube. Thank you for joining from YouTube. Hi, Ivy May. I remember you. I remember you. And Debbie. Hi. Hi from Facebook land. Hi. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining. Hi, Mina. Nice to see you. Hi, Bridget. From everybody's from YouTube and Facebook. This is so great. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Stace. Long time no see. Hi, Kim. Oh, it's such a good looking dog. Hi, Lacey. Carol, good to see you. Hey, Joanne. You're new to me. Oh, Richard. Did she send in her hand? Did Joanne send her in her hand? Hi, Stella. Good to see you. Hi, Lacey. Hi, Yola. So many people. Hi, Terra Angels. Hope I said that properly. Holy Cat. I love the name. Hi, Katarina from Wales. Okay. Hi, Neris from Wales as well. Hi, Karen. I think Richard's being bombarded at the moment. Hey, Megan. Yeah. See, Richard has to go through all the photos that you send him. Hi, Andrea. And then he has to kind of crop it and put it up on the screen for me. Hi, Tracy. New here. We'll see if we'll get to you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Hey, yeah, I think that's we're all caught up. All right. Hi, Susan. It's your first time on here too? Well, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Oh, that's not my neck of the woods, but I have been there. Yes, 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 in the U.S. Hi, Jen. My sister used to live in Dana Point, Southern California. So don't know where you live, but there. That's the only place I've been to in California other than LA and Huntington Beach and places like that. Yeah. All right. Okay, so there is an issue with the email situation. It seems that it's the mailbox. Is that correct? Okay. Yeah, the mailbox itself, the email mailbox is full. So Richard's trying to resolve it so that we can get those incoming emails. I'm assuming that's what's going on. Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you can, and if you know how, if you could send the photo as a smaller file, meaning that the size of it isn't like above, 1 meg or something like that. Is that good? Is that a good size? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Richard sorts it all out, but if you are completely computer savvy and know exactly what I'm talking about, then go for it. See, Richard's the one that does all the hijinks behind the scenes. Hi, Carla. You're from South Africa. Wow, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Tracy from Manchester. He's multitasking. He's sounding a little frantic at the moment, to be honest with you, everybody. Hi, Karen. Hey, guys. I don't know if I told you. Well, just keep checking the Spiritual Psychics TV website, spiritualpsychicstv.com website for announcements. How did I become a palm reader? This is actually an interesting story. Richard, may I? Okay. So, yeah, absolutely. Well, I started reading when I was about 15, 16, we'll say, and I'm 49 now. And how that happened is that my great grandmother read tea leaves. I mean, like, everybody came to her to have their leaves read, right? And all of my how do I put this? All my uncles, and really my mom, my dad, my sister, were all empaths. And I didn't really understand the term of what an empath was until I got into my teens and I started questioning things that were happening to me as a child. Like, I would see spirits as a child. I would have conversations with people that weren't there, that kind of thing. But it wasn't like just an invisible friend, you know, just a buddy, right? This was very real, very visceral interaction. And so it was accepted by my family. Now, the older I got, I was seeing a lot of things around me that were kind of drawing my attention, sticking out like sore thumbs. So I went to a mall, and there was a bookstore that had a clearance rack out in front in the main thoroughfare of the mall itself. And it was a book on palmistry that had like this, you know, a beacon of light shining down on it. I mean, that's the only book I saw. As soon as I looked over there, I saw palmistry on the spine of the book. And I went over to it and I looked at it and I was like, oh, I think I'll put this back. Hey, Christine, good to see you. You're very, very welcome. And so, what you know, third time's a charm. I kept telling myself, if it's there when I go back, I'll get it. Third time I went back, I bought it. And yeah, that's what started it all. It just clicked. And I have this way of kind of sensing energy. So I am a certified Reiki master teacher as well. Because that just seems like the natural path to go. And the type of palmistry that I do, been doing it for so long. That's why I have this, like, kind of like this blended method that's kind of my own, we'll say, right? And I actually do planning on writing a book about it if I ever have time, right? If I ever have time. But I have had requests to write a book about it. And I am. I'm going to give myself a plug here, Richard. I actually am offering a class on Palmistry 101 on the SPTV website. So there you go. It starts April 8th. But that is why I started reading palms, because when I looked at somebody's palm, it's just kind of like how somebody can look at a photo and recognize the things in a photo. Well, I could look at somebody's hand and be like, oh, that means that, that means that, that means that. It was like this automatic recognition that just clicked for me. Hope that makes sense. It's a little abstract. Hey, Julie, good to see you. And we all have our own and very, very different go-tos for things. But that's, palmistry is, I just love it. I just live and breathe palmistry. Thank you, Missy Divine. Thank you for sharing. Okay, they are all coming in now, all of the emails. Now, do you remember a Joanne? Okay. Because I was just going to pull a couple quick cards and, like, you know, while you're... Oh, with palms? We're ready to go with palms? Okay. Yes, yeah, we do the tarot at the end, yeah. Okay. I'm going to set this aside. Okay. All right. And just if you are wondering, I do actually hold crystals in my hands. And tonight I have some apophyllite, which is also called apophyllite. And I also have some petrified wood, which I thought was really, really cool because it has this actual natural hole inside of it, and it almost looks alive. Looks like a branch almost from the side. Anyway, That's a whole other story as to why I have those tonight. But whose palm do I have here, Richard? Okay. Lauren, I love your hand. And I say that to a lot of people. What is... Okay. Take a deep breath, Richard. Yeah, that's what I see on the screen. What just flashed there, that's what I see on the screen. So, yeah. Okay, but now I have a palm in front of me. So, Lauren, Richard, if you could, yeah, I need you to move that down a little bit, the comment, just a little. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. So, Lauren, right off the bat, you have water tendencies like everywhere on your hand. And I'm going to tell you, and this goes for everybody that I do a palm reading for today in any of these kinds of situations, right? The first thing that pops out to me, that's what I focus on when I'm doing it like this through computer. Now, the thing with your hand is that it is all water, all water. But you have on the tips of your fingers, on the very, very tips, you see how nice and long your fingers are, but they tip. And the way that they tip means that the first kind of assumption people will have about you is that they might hesitate to approach you. Because believe it or not, even though you are this watery empath, really thoroughly feeling very deep person that you are, they get a little intimidated. And why is that? Well, your two center fingers, this is Saturn, and he is that militant Titan god. Whatever needs to get done is going to get done no matter what, right? He doesn't care. It's just going to get done. And this is Apollo. And this is all about communication, but through expression. So like self-expression. So we're thinking a lot of adjectives and a lot of feelings and emotions and colors, self-care, fine arts, things like that. But when these two fingers are together on the hand, like yours are, that is found on people who predominantly are in a scenario, whether it be their family situation, their career, whatever, where they have to, how I put this, kind of put on a face. They have to present themselves a certain way. We'll say mask without thinking of that other kind of stuff that's out there. Like, think of like a Halloween mask, right? Like, hey, I'm this person today, in order to get through things. So you find that a lot of professional actors have that layout on their hand because they're constantly changing who they are, ducking and dodging and diving. Pardon? Oh, that's right. Richard's reminding me I'm not going. Oh, okay. All right. So, Lauren, best bet for you. The thing that I'm going to tell you is, if you do not know what type of empath you are, you need to find out. You need to find out very quickly. There's all different kinds of research you can do online. Please know it's okay to take that mask off. And it is okay to stand up for your personal beliefs. You don't have to blend in. You don't have to be what everybody wants you to be. And you don't have to do for others to get acceptance, because you are just as important as everyone around you. And because of the type of hand that you have with so many, many tiny, tiny lines and it all being water, you feel and you hold on to everything, and it affects you on a very deeper level than those people around you understand. So start expressing you. That's my advice to you. That sounded like a self-help book, didn't it, almost? But that is my advice to you, is to start going out of your comfort zone and explaining things to people, how certain things affect you in the here and in the now. And also try to do group meditation if possible. I don't know exactly where you were from or what the restrictions are, but you have a ton of anxiety lines on your hand. Okay? And if you ever need to reach out, you have any questions about any type of meditations or any type of things that you might want to look up or read, please reach out to me. I'm almost everywhere at this point in time. But yeah, perfect. You're very welcome, Lauren. You're very welcome. Hope it helps. And I would really like to talk to you a little bit more about something on your hand, but I got the whip is being cracked over here. I'm blaming you, Richard. Okay, Kelly. Is this Kelly McKeating? Oh, okay. Listen, that's the psychic in me. See, I can't see her name. You know I can't see her name. You just say, Kelly. Now I can. Okay. All right there, lady. You will shout at me. Don't make me cry. Oh, God. People. I'll take the little cord out. People can hear you then. Okay. All right. So, Kelly, nice to see you again. So, my big question is, I think I read your hand before, didn't I? So, is this your non-dominant hand? Or sometimes names just pop up in my head, like, you know, like Howl and a couple of the other people that are tuned in tonight, and I had been thinking about them, so I don't know. If this is your non-dominant hand, I need to know that. And if it is the hand that you write with, kudos to you for sticking it out. Because, you know, meaning, you know, actually remaining a lefty. Because they really try, well, they used to anyway, try to get people to only be right-handed. Now, one of the things I notice is that you have a lot of different elements in this hand. And can you please tell me, Richard, if she does say if it's her left or right? I mean, okay. Yeah, you're very welcome, Kelly. This is your dominant hand. Okay, all right. So you are bright-brained, meaning you have the artist mind. You have the go-to mind. You have the let me fix it, let me pull it all apart and modify it to what I need mind, right? Now, one of the things that really popped out at me are these three fingers, which is Venus, Jupiter, and Saturn, okay? Now, those are water hands, but your palm itself is an earth hand. Now, you do for others like no tomorrow. You will do for others. The shape of your thumb and where it's placed, which is all about social interaction, and Jupiter, which is self-esteem and ego and kind of how you feel and present yourself to others, right? And Saturn, look at how big Saturn is. Saturn is, as I said in the previous hand, that militant, like, okay, I'm going to get it done because somebody's got to get it done. right? Now, these 3 fingers, Kelly, please, there are a couple things in the lines on your hand, and as you know, I can't go very in depth with this reading, but know that on your relationship line, which is the top line at the beginning of it, over here, it shows that you have people in your current life that are close to you that you knew in a past life. Now, nobody is meant to be on a hamster wheel and repeating the same things over and over from life to life. It's about growth, isn't it? So why these 3 fingers? It isn't that you did something so that in this life you have to actually be that people pleaser. No, it's you have to break out of that shell. You see how far away Mercury is? He's about straight black and white communication. Very straightforward. He's like the spine of communication. He holds everything up. Without that true and succinct info, everything could go haywire. Okay? Again, almost like the other hand, you have to speak for what you want and how you want it done. And it's okay. And understand that I have a lot of images going through my mind about your hand. Know that you have guardian lines on your hand, that even though you have a lot of negative situations that get thrown at you in this area here, right? Which are these little tiny, tiny lines, okay? Now, you have a guardian line that goes and cuts right through them and kind of keeps it from hitting your lifeline. So you're not alone. You do have divine intervention around you. You do have angels, family, friends out there that are watching over you, okay? So stand up for you and your personal beliefs and what you yourself want, because your self-esteem, you got to understand how much people love you, and you have to understand how important you are. And sometimes we are placed with people that we knew in past lives, kind of to see what's going to happen this time around. And it'll just keep happening and happening and happening until we ourselves figure out, hey, you know what? I don't need to keep doing this. So please, my advice, speak up for what you want. Focus on your self-care. And that's about as far as I'm going to go with that when I say self-care, because what I mean by it is just, like the anxiety and the angst of having to do for others, right? Even if you don't really want to because of how they treat you. So, and I have probably run past my time with your hands. Yes, if you are in touch with your guides, then you should actually understand that you are meant to be that role model. The older you get, you have a line that goes straight up through the center of your hand, and you have more than one. The older you get, because those lines end down here, you are going to be looked up at as like, wow, Kelly did this. Kelly's so strong. Kelly's so important. But right now, where you are, which is like right here, they're just starting to deepen. You are just now starting to fully understand your strength. And it's going to take a lot of strength. So talk to your guides, talk to your angels, talk to whoever whatever your spirituality is, whatever your personal spirituality needs are, and just speak your truth. I hope that helped, Kelly. And if you have any questions, because there's something that needs to be broken down and built and modified back to what you want it to be. I hope that makes sense. Almost like if you modify engines or things like that, you know, to make it go faster and to make things work more smoothly. That was an interesting vision in my mind. So, Richard, who do we have next? What? Spirit of what? Oh, okay. I was like, all I heard was spirit and a lot of intonation. What's the white background? Was this professionally done? What is this? Now, Amanda, I take it this is your past life hand, because I think, or did I just read a card for you before? You're a lefty too. Okay, I think I just read a card for Amanda before. So Amanda, look at your perfect earthy little hand. I love it. And your lines, you don't exactly have the M. You hear a lot of people talk about M's on hands and things like that, but you have that artist mind too. Now, you know what I'm going to say about your thumb, right? It's very dominant. It's a dominant facet on your hand. This whole area kind of jumps out at me, okay? Yeah, that is, okay. So that is who you are in this particular life. This is a dominant feature that you have, this area, when you are dealing with others. It is your social interaction area. It is Venus and the Mount of Venus. Now, some different parts, very, very small parts of Vedic palmistry, right, like Hindu beliefs and things like that, will spend days reading thumbs. Just the thumb, not the whole hand. That could be done with your hand. Everything that is happening to you and is going on in your life, you have a lot of social stuff that you are carrying, and it is weighing on you. You have many anxiety lines from the beginning of your life when you were young, stuff brought on through interactions with people. It happens. It's very, very common, very, very common. But what happens to an earth hand, which is soil, and the earth hand kind of provides nutrients for others, at least it thinks that it has to, okay? Because that's what soil does, right? Earth itself provides nutrients to plants and those seeds that are put into it, right? Well, those nutrients are ultimately yours, and you keep pumping them out to other people while putting you on the back burner. And it's a common theme, as you can kind of tell. It's a very common theme. But with you, emotions and anxiety and those lines there equate to water. And what happens to a garden if you put too much water on it? If you're carrying all of these emotions around and you're holding on to them, and you may even have those flashbacks of times gone by, and you're there and you're reliving it, right? That's drowning out that garden. So, my friend, please use that creative side of you. And I'm going to say it, paint. paint, 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 paint. I don't know if you do any kind of art, if you are a professional artist, but I highly, highly recommend it because I see you as something that's called a phenomenal, I can't talk all this up, phenomenologist, which means that your impetus to create is based off of those situations and those emotions, and things just kind of happen. And that's how your art would be created. It's an extension and it's a statement of those things that you've gone through. And that, my friend, is why Mercury is so far away from your other fingers, because you are going to be putting your personal statement, which is your truth, what you've gone through, and you are going to be making it permanent and putting it on display for others because it's time that they see it. That's pretty deep. I felt that. I felt that. I felt that. Okay, I'm sorry if I got a little too deep there. Sometimes I do. But, yeah. Let the art flow. Let the art flow, Amanda, okay? I mean, you really, really, your Apollo finger, which is that expressive, adjective, emotion, self-care kind of finger, is so wide at the bottom, which means that if you were to actually decide to let your soul out onto some canvas or through metal, I don't know, I see like metal works too with you. I'm seeing a lot of metal tonight, like working on engines and stuff. I don't know what that's about. But your statement will be on view, almost like a written statement, like if you have to go to the police and make a statement, right? It will be on view for everybody to see, and that is what you need to get this water out of your garden. All right. I haven't gotten scolded for taking too long, but so I'm trying. I hope that helped, Amanda, and you reach out to me, okay? Reach out to me if you have any questions. But you are a phenomenologist, so I know that's a big word. I'm not saying, so I hope you can understand how I'm pronouncing it. All right, who do we have next? Kayanat. All right. Oh, oh boy. I'm being bossed around, people. See, I'll squeal. See, I'll squeal. Okay, we're gonna do Kayanet's, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name properly. Hand, and just a couple seconds here, but we are going to start doing Facebook as well, because people from Facebook are sending in hands as well. It's just that it sounds like there might be a lot of people sending in hands, to be honest with you guys. All right, Kayanet. Whew. You are a combination of water and air. That's a very, very rare combination. Now, assuming this is your dominant hand, okay? A few things that just like scream at me about your hand are your guardian lines. Now, guardian lines, I haven't even used my fancy pen, right? See my fancy pen here, everybody? Okay. Now, like I said earlier, guardian lines are found, I'll go like this. Okay, here we go. Guardian lines are found over in this area of the hand, which is called the Mount of Venus, okay? Now, they run parallel to the lifeline. Like on me, this is my lifeline, okay? So the guardian lines run the same direction, but going this way, toward the base of the thumb. Now, again, you have a very prominent thumb, but yours is set much lower than the hands that I've seen so far today. What that means is that you have an independent streak. Now, sorry, Richard's not saying anything. This is one of my guides saying something. I need to tell you something about the combination of water and air. And where do I get that? I haven't even explained that. There are really, down to the core, only 4 major elements. Depending on which style of palmistry you do, there are more, okay? And sometimes there's less, but I do 4. So there's earth, air, water, fire, okay? You have combination of water and air. Now, your palm, water, your fingers, they have an air and water quality. Now, why is it such a strange combination? Because let's think of it this way. Water is that empath, intuitive person, right? And also air people are kind of like the misunderstood, and they are probably in the minority as to how many I have read over 30 years. So I'd say probably only like 20% of the hands I've ever read have been air hands. It's mostly earth and water that seek me out. But anyway, that's a tangent. Now, air has the ability to fan the flames, right? Make things bigger, hotter, broader, to, inflate the sails of a ship, make it go forward, or to make it go back so that the air is not blowing properly, or it can just decide not to blow at all. Just be stagnant, stale. This is where you're staying, you're not going anywhere. And that's in your fingers. So, for you, you have a lot of empathic, intuitive power. You have a lot of guardian lines. And I don't know if you, Kayanat, actually do this type of stuff, if you are any kind of reader or medium of any kind, but I do get that from your hand. And you need to know that the depth of which you feel your relationships with people, a lot of the people around you probably don't understand how deeply you can get wounded by just the smallest thing. Now, my advice to you is to, when that happens, because it probably has happened, don't act rashly, meaning don't just do a spontaneous thing and spontaneously respond and say, get out, or just walk away. Let it kind of simmer a little bit and do the following. You are going to have to explain not just how you feel, but why you feel the way you do because of their actions, meaning say the truth. You're going to have to use both forms of communication, how it affects you on an emotional level and how it affects you in just because in black and white terms, this is what you did. You understand what I mean? Because you have a split in your relationship line, which, just like the previous hand, there are people in your life that are close to you that, based on where this break is, have the qualities of Zeus, which is Jupiter, right? And also the quality of Saturn. Now that is quite the combination of a character to have in your life. Now, that person is somebody who thinks highly of themselves, thinks that they can kind of have some kind of I don't want to say control over people, but I think I just did. But they will also kind of hang around people that are successful or will do things for them, and kind of hope that some of that shine polishes off on them, like goes over onto them. Okay, so please explain things with both forms of communication, meaning the emotional aspect of it, and then the very, very straightforward black and white 1, 2, because you did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 step by step, and that will help you kind of understand that your intuitive abilities and the mediumship that you have, you're very strong, Kayanat. You're so very strong, and I hope that you actually dive into, whether it be cards or if you're already doing it, I don't know, but you have a lot of ability locked in you, and you have so many guardians around you. So, yeah, but you have to believe in you. If you want, they believe in you, or they wouldn't be there. Those lines would not be there. But do you believe in you and the strength of your word? Meaning, like self-esteem wise. And I know that's really, really, really deep. And that just seems to be how this night's going. And I apologize if it is a little too deep. But that's what I'm getting from your hand. And I hope that helped a little bit on some level. And if you do have any questions, kind of please reach out to me, okay? So a single hand in front of me. Oh, no hands, okay. Oh boy, this night's getting really deep. What is going on? Right. Jennifer McCarty. Okay. Okay, Jen, so which hand am I going to be looking at? Richard's sorting it out right now. Okay, so I guess you set in your right hand. Oh, what's going on? Alright. Ooh. Alright. You have so much untapped energy, Jen. Jen. Okay, yes. Richard just told me some of you are asking how to take a picture. I need a picture of the hand that you write with. Like if you were to pick up a pen and sign your name, that hand, make it nice and clear. And I need it to be from, I need it to be from basically here and including all of the tips of the hand, just palm side only, okay, of the hand that you write with. And then you can email that into Richard. And if you are tech savvy and you know how to make it a smaller file, okay, please do so. But if you don't, it's all good. But just wanted to add that in there. Okay, so Jen, back to your hand, right? You, Jen, you have so much. Oh, it's not even really energy. I probably picked the wrong word. It's almost like information stored in your hand. Each one of these segments, okay, every one of these, every area on the surface of the palm and even the sides stands for something. And look at your hand, Jen. Now, my biggest question to you is that I see that relationship line, which is that top line, right? But why did you step out of the limelight? And why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Because your wisdom line is really, really deep. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of gets very, very, very faint. Now, another thing I noticed with your hand as to why I'm asking that, because it's the key to your hand. Every one of these little puffy areas, like pillows, right, are kind of untapped resources for you, okay? Now, what do I mean? Each finger stands for different traits, right? Each segment stands for different traits. But when you have a separate wisdom line, which is the middle line, okay, from your lifeline up at the beginning, which is up here, which in the picture kind of looks like that's how it is. That means that you are here in this current life with the ability to lead, with the ability, like people will just come to you and say, you know, they will automatically know that you will have the answer. You will know right from wrong. You know, you will know the basic core of the situation as to how to treat something, how to, you know, there's no game. You just cut to the core and can see the root for what it is and what the problem is, and you understand every facet of how to fix it. So the hand that you have is found in a lot of people who make change, not just for their family, for the better, or for their friends, but on community, city, here in the US, states, right? Gets even bigger and bigger. You have a political hand. But why did that wisdom line you just kind of pulled back out of that limelight with that wisdom? I will tell you why. Down here in this area, that is the Mount of Luna. That's all about your intuition, psychic abilities, things like that. Now, you have a very large indentation there, which means that right now you need to write it all out. You have the ability. That's how you are. Okay, thank you for affirming that for me. But you need to write, whether it be blog, whether it be whatever. Get things out there to help people on a larger scale. And you might think that, you know, what do I have to say? What does Jenn have to say? No. This is your area of intuition. This is the core of where this information is held. And you have the mark of somebody who is a very proficient writer. Meaning that you just write your soul out, write your heart out, right? And if you do any kind of like, I don't know, any kind of seer work, or if you understand what I'm talking about, any kind of like, future casting or anything like that, do a blog about it. Because I see that ability in your hand, and you are meant to change the world. Don't shy away from the light that you have. Don't shy away from it. Embrace it. Embrace it, because it's given to you. That ability to cut to the core, cut to the quick, is given to you because of a past life situation that would show up on your hand, on your other hand. And so it's a gift, and you are to work with gifts. So right away, write. tippy tap on a computer, do whatever you have to do. I mean, if you don't like being around people, sit at a computer and write and blog and get it out there. But you have so much to give. You really do. I hope that helped, Jen. You do divination. Okay. So, are you into, I was going to move ahead, Richard, but I have to ask her a quick question if you don't mind. So, do you do runes? Jen, do you do runes? Or do you get a lot of, like, what is it, like Grabavoid numbers and work with that kind of stuff? Like prophecy kind of things. That was my question for Jen. Like, you could go ahead and answer later, or you can get in contact with me, but I would like to talk to you. If you don't mind. I mean, you don't have to, but I would like to talk to you about a couple things, okay? So, yeah, you are welcome, Jen. You are welcome. All right, Richard. Thanks for not scolding me. Okay. 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 Okay, you work with runes. Perfect. Okay, so please reach out to me. Find me on Facebook, or you can message me, Rachel G. Palmistry. Look it up. Okay. Yeah. Email me. I will remember you, Jen. Thank you. Thank you for acquiescing to that request of mine. Okay, so who do we have next? Okay, Chantel. 20. Okay, don't make me do math. Don't make me do math. It's bad. It's bad if I have to do math. Okay, Chantel. The angle is a little odd for the photo. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you a couple things about your palm itself, right? Now, first off, you do have that infamous M. Just kind of sticks right out at me, right? Now, a lot of people have a lot of different theories about what the M means on the hand, right? And for me, it means that there is a lot of like spiritual investigation. Like, you like to look into different spiritual beliefs, kind of find you in the system and not have it pushed onto you, okay? Now, a couple other things that I find is that there is some self-doubt underneath Mercury. Let me be the first one, hopefully the first palm reader to tell you. I'm kind of being cocky there, but get over that. That self-doubt, no. You have too many things going on in your hand to have that self-doubt as to whether or not you are being understood by people when you explain things to them, okay? Now, you have a very large space in between Mercury and Apollo, which are your communication fingers, right? And again, you have that, these two guys in the middle, Apollo and Saturn, kind of together. So the more people get to know you, the more you will mask up and kind of want to pull back a little bit, okay? No, I get it. It's that innate fear of almost having somebody's, like, almost an oppressive kind of opinion pushed onto you. And you are so much better and stronger than that. Look at Zeus. Look at Zeus compared to all of your other fingers, well, especially in the way this photo is, okay? I don't know how it really is when your hand is perfectly upright, but by looking at it here, it's almost the same length as Saturn, which means that okay, all right. Well, Chantel, just know if you are still here, go ahead, investigate your spirituality, investigate your beliefs, lay the found work from which to build from that you are comfortable with, because you need to speak your mind. And you also have a little tiny mole on your lifeline, which is probably at around, I don't know, 28 to 30 years old. Don't tell me how old you are. I'm just telling you this. That an event occurred. It had nothing to do with health, but an event occurred because of other people around you that kind of created a scattering, lingering effect in how you feel about yourself. And I'm very sorry for that. But if you do have any questions, please reach out to me and understand your strength. And you are too young to have all that self-doubt that you have on your hand. Okay. I hope that helped. All right. Is the chat frozen? All right. Is anybody even in the chat room? Hey, we need somebody to say something. I'll put out a request. I'm going to look it up on my phone. See if it's... Okay. All right. Anybody even in the chat room? Okay. Who would like a quick tarot card? Hey, we need somebody to say... There we go. Who would like a quick tarot card? All right, Angie Day, you're getting a card. Now on my tarot cards, I have a rose quartz, a rough rose quartz, in case you are wondering. And just as a quick refresh, this is the deck I'm going to be using, the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ann. Okay. I can't see what you can see, Richard. Yeah, the palm readings got a little serious tonight. Sometimes it goes down that path, everybody, when I'm doing palms. Okay, quick shuffle here, get some energy up in here, right? Okay, Angie, here's your card. Buckle up. Don't know what we're gonna get. Okay. Ooh, the King of Cups. All right. Look at that. You are not in the water, meaning submerged. So all of the emotion around you has not, you know, you have not sunk to the bottom of the ocean in emotion, okay? Which is great. Instead, you're the king, meaning you know how to handle that fine line and that balance, and you have gotten there with experience. Now, the other thing is that you have a Tibetan singing bowl here, okay? You see his hand is in it right here, okay? Right here. And you have all of these aquatic animals that are kind of attracted to the sound of it, but your eyes are closed. Now, central colors in this orangish red and the blue. Now, what that means for me is, yeah, okay, water, cups, etc. is blue, right? But it's also the throat chakra, okay, which means communication. And if you are a king has to communicate properly, right? In order to maintain that status and in order to maintain status quo with everybody. Now also focus on your sacral chakra, which is where we hold grudges. So if you meditate, throat chakra, sacral chakra, it'll help you out. Okay, who do we have next? Let's Richard, you'd be a boss. Hi, Monique. Okay, let's get a card for you, huh? Ooh, Six of Pentacles. This is a colorful card. Now, the thing about this is that are you juggling too many things? Or are you juggling so many things that you're going to lose control of one of them? Decide. Make the decision. The Pentacles are earth, which is also coins. So this is decisions, 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 okay? But the one that is being plucked out of the air is the one with the pentacle on it. Now, all the other ones have mandalas on them, and they represent the chakras. So for this particular one, again, focus on all of those sacral kind of chakras you got going on, okay? Because we got grudge time, and if we can't move past things, we're kind of stuck, okay? And that's not what life is about. Yeah, choose one thing, Monique, and work with it, okay? Remember your energy. Always give yourself time to kind of, you know, build your battery back up. Recharge. Okay, who's next, Richard? Kim. All right. Kim. Oh, the Two of Pentacles. I don't think I've ever pulled this one. I've had this deck a couple months, and this is the first time I've pulled it. So, not only do you have what I'm going to call Saturn behind you, because it does have a ring around it, but you also have you are building. The Pentacles are earth, right? It's like you have gone out with your purse, because that's not a drum. That's what I was looking at. This is a really funky purse, okay? And you are going to town, and you are going to buy those things that you need to complete your project. Because the Three of Earth, Three of Pentacles, Three of Coins is where you find the people to help you put all the pieces together. So this is you realizing, you know what, to hell with it, excuse my French, I'm going to do it. This is you taking action. I applaud you on your action, which also is probably why Saturn is over here, because he is that god of getting things done. Okay? So good for you. Okay, who is next? Okay, holy cat. All right, you're getting a card. I'm being told to cut the deck. It's very rare when I get told to cut the deck. Not by Richard. Cutting the deck. Here's your card. Ooh. Seven of Swords. Holy cat. As in the euphemism, holy cat. Okay. First off, the traditional card is that person coming or going from that jousting event with all those swords. If you're familiar with the Rider-Waite Tarot, you'll know what I'm talking about. So this is a card of like what is going to happen. What is the true intent behind this person here? So Holy Cat, not to scare you, not intending that at all whatsoever, because there's nothing like that in the type of readings I do. But what I want you to do is, because we have all of these crows around us, which are kind of messengers from ancestors, okay? You're probably getting dreams, you're probably getting signs that maybe somebody is trustworthy as you might have thought they were at first, okay? So just pay attention, okay? And I also feel that I'm actually kind of being told to say, and I don't know if it's somebody you knew who would always say this, but don't put all your eggs in one basket. I don't know. I know my mom says that to me sometimes, but don't put all your eggs in one basket, Holy Cat. And that's applying to this. So, if you have any questions, again, you can reach out to me. All right? I hope that helped in some way. Do we have anybody else? Grace, Nana, Apple. Really? Really? I can't see that, Richard. All right. Look how colorful your little social icon is. I love that. All right. You're getting a card. The Queen of Cups. All right. Again, not submerged, meaning totally submerged, just kind of right in the middle. Now, if you remember the King of Cups, he was actually a little bit farther out of the water. Okay, he was kind of like sitting on it, or maybe a couple inches below, but she is a little bit more down in the water because of the divine feminine being the equated to water and emotion. Okay, so this is you, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Intuition. Understand that the gift that you have, and you probably do this type of stuff. You probably read cards for people. That's kind of like what I'm being told by my guides, right? And if you haven't, then start, okay? Because it'll be just like, it'll come super, super easily for you. It really will. You are in tune. Again, colors, throat chakra. We have the blue, we have the orange. So please, if you do meditate, focus on your throat chakra and focus on your sacral chakra, okay? Where we hold doubt, where we hold grudges, where we hold all that. And that can actually prevent us from communicating and speaking up when we should. You're a queen. You're a queen. Remember that. Use that power. Okay, I hope that helps a little bit. And anybody else? I'm just going to keep asking, Richard. Okay. Jeanette. Okay. What? Don't bombard me with too much. Richard, yo. The night started off really weird. Okay. I'll tell you later. Anyway. So, Jeanette, the card. Okay, let's do this. Ah, and I'm being told to cut. Cut 3 times for you. And I did. So you're getting the top card. And it was reverse. Just so you know. It was reverse. But if you know me, I don't read reverse. I don't believe in it. Because the energy of the card is still there underneath all of the messages you could possibly give. So you are... Okay. So, Jeanette, The Knight of Wands is a fire card. And what do knights do? They go out there and they do the work that needs to be done for the king, right? For the greater good. But look at you. Look at you. You are enhancing your energy. You are building yourself up. You are feeling it coursing through your veins. Kind of like very tribal kind of stuff going on here, right? Now, with the Wands and with the Knight of Wands, remember, this energy, this adrenaline that is building up in you in order to actually pursue things and to get things done and to actually create more momentum in your life, because that's what I'm kind of feeling, is like there's a change that's going to take place. Remember, this amount of passion, this amount of fire, this fire needs to be fed in order to be maintained. Every knight that goes to battle has to rest afterward. Those wounds have to heal, right? They have to mend. But this is what you are currently right now working with. So if you do decide to make this big change, whatever, remember, take it easy on you, and don't forget to feed your fire. Give yourself some fuel to work with so that you don't burn out. Okay, hope that helped. Next, Richard. Mina, okay. The Five of Cups. Mina. No. Don't focus on loss. Don't focus on the doubt. Like, don't let doubt overwhelm you right now. And the questions that you might have roaming around in your head, because there is a lot of change with fives, okay? There are a lot of changes with fives. And everything about this card is, yes, it's all water oriented, and yes, it is the cups, which is water, which is emotion. But I'm also going to tell you something else. It's blue, which is the throat chakra, which is about communication. So please step up and say what you need to say. There's also some purple down here, which I don't know if you can see that with the lighting that I currently have, but that is also getting into crown chakra. So there's a lot of intuition, and there's a lot of doubt, and there's a lot that needs to be said to the people around you. Don't just make assumptions. Don't just make assumptions. Be brave, and you will get the truth. And that will actually make you feel better and calm you down. Okay. I hope that helped, Nina. Hi, Montserrat. Okay. Quickly. Everybody, do not, I see that you're from Facebook, Montserrat. Just so you know, SPTV is also on YouTube. Don't forget to like, follow, click the bell, subscribe, do whatever you got to do wherever you're coming from. And also check out their website for further events and classes that they're offering. Okay, and that's spiritualpsychicstv.com. Oh my gosh, my brain. Okay, right. So here's your card. The Two of Swords. Right, so this is an air card. And again, we have communication. Yeah. What you may or may not be able to see is that you have a blindfold on. So you are just kind of trying to feel your way through a situation that is being caused by these crows. They're kind of like ripping at your hair and just kind of coming at you, right? So with swords, always conflict. Air, conflict. So whatever it is that you have going on around you, I don't think it is you personally. I think that this is in your inner circle. Don't keep the blindfold on. Pay attention to the things that are going around you and how these two people are interacting with each other, because you can actually help them. And I also want to point out that there are a lot of runes, which is actually where the alphabet came from, and it is from the Viking pantheon, a form of divination if you're not familiar with what runes are. Sam O'Neill, one of the other presenters on here, she's great with runes. She's on Fridays, but this particular card has runes going up the arm, which I do not profess to be specialize in runes. I wish I could give you more information on that. But what I can say is pay attention to the squabbling that's going on around you. Take the blindfold off and pay attention. Okay? All right, I hope that helped a little bit. Okay, we have a few things coming up tomorrow night. We have Live with Spirit at 8 p.m. Okay, it's going to be Emily, right? Emily Baker, as she is a psychic artist, and that's 8 o'clock UK time, which would be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US. Yep. It's in the afternoon here. Yeah. Yeah, see? That's all right. I think that's it for tonight, everybody. Like I said, if you have any questions at all, and I do welcome questions. I love interacting with people. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on my website. You can find me even on TikTok. I try to do a card of the day. It's Rachel G. Palmistry. Go in, find me. Even my website is racheljpalmistry.com. Okay? If you do have any questions about anything that I might have said to you tonight, or if you just want to reach out and touch base, okay? Howell, if you are still here, I was thinking about you, okay? Sorry we didn't get to meet up tonight. Maybe next time. I'll look forward to it, okay? No rush, no nothing like that. And no worries, you were just on my mind, and I was happy to see you. So everybody, remember, like, follow, wherever you are, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll get the notifications anytime SPTV goes live, okay? Because there are a ton of different presenters, a ton of different formats, and a lot to learn, and it's free to all of you. So please consider becoming a patron. You're very welcome, Jen. Thank you for coming by. And I guess that's it for me tonight. You're very welcome, Carol. Very welcome. You're very welcome, Grace. And if you have questions about it, get in touch. You're very welcome, Amanda. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Christine, thank you. You're very welcome, Jeanette. Hi, Catherine. Maybe I'll get to do a reading on you next time. Hi there. You are very, very welcome, Holy Cat. I hope it helps. Okay, all right. So that's it. That's it for me. Good night, everybody. Good night. Remember, you are loved. Remember your importance. I mean that. And I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for watching SBTV. See you in 2 weeks. Bye-bye, everybody.